Hello, good afternoon. This is Lolly, just showing you a couple of random things that I've been working on with things that I got from my thrift store hauls. And I had this case that had a game in it, and I took the cards out, but I thought I could use the case, and I'm using it for storage of these Bandage shaped cards. So if you are familiar with one of my other big hauls, I got these decks of cards that are shaped like Band-Aids that says God has the power to heal. And there are these really cool things in the back. The suits are mountains, snowflakes, a backpack, you know, like a first aid kit, and rope. And even the jokers are really, really cute, like a walkie-talkie and a flag. So anyway, I got enough of the cards that I was able to put some in my Etsy shop. And then a friend had a really good idea, and that was, could we design cards that you could glue on to the back like this? And so I did on my Cameo. I designed these, and let me zoom in just for a minute. And so, let's see if you can see that. So that's one card. It says prayer request. This one says blessings, and this one says thank you. And I thought that would be really good just now and then to carry around. And if you want to thank someone, even a stranger, to carry these maybe even in your purse, just to give them the thank you note really quickly, maybe anonymously. Maybe you leave this with your tip on the table when you go out to eat. So anyway, whether you glue them on the back of the Band-Aid cards or not is up to you. And like I said, there's only so many of these before I run out. They don't make them anymore. Anyway, I was going through, I was supposed to be recycling. How many times has this happened that I come on, do video and say, well, I was going to recycle things. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting to go back to, there we go. Anyway, I was supposed to be recycling, and what did I see but a bandage box, right? And I had a couple of them. So I decided to use it to make a little pocket. And you may recognize this because I also got this at one of the thrift stores, and I loved the pages for junk journal pages. So I removed them carefully so as not to tear them. But now I have this really cool cover, and I think I'm going to use this for another journal or something. Anyway, and I thought this was just really cute in a pocket right there. So how to make the pocket? So I had the box, and I found where the seam was, and just very carefully try to split that open without destroying. They glued this one really well together. This is the one I got from Melaleuca. You know, it used to be Band-Aids always came in the metal tins, and I loved it because I use those metal tins all the time. This one's going to give me fits here. I suppose I should have just tried to slit this in there and see if that would have worked. Nope, not going to work. Well, anyway, as long as we have a flap to work with there. Okay, so then we have that. I cut right down the middle here to make two, and I realize it's still too tall for me, for these cards. They're too short. So I grabbed my Tim Holtz scissors to have something sturdy, and I cut off this whole bottom section because I figured that's what I had to do in order to make this the right size. Okay, and then a ruler here. I'm going to score this whole yellow bottom strip there. And that's going to be the bottom edge of my pocket. There. Okay, now, I don't need this, the width of this flap. It's a little too big. Trim that off. And then I'm going to trim all this off too, because I already looked and I know that it's too big, too tall, and I won't be able to get the cards out of the pocket if I leave it like that. So, come on. There we go. Now, to trim these flaps up at an angle so they will fold well underneath, and to get this little corner piece out here, like that, and you have instant pocket. Okay, like that. And just glue here, here, and here onto your work. I think this one could be made a little shorter too. A little too long. The other thing, to make a nice notch here so that you can actually grab cards out of there, I can't find my circle punch right now, so I'm going to use this balloon punch. Put that right there. There we go. Perfect. Okay, clear up that mess. Now, the other thing I wanted to tell you is that because I had made these files, I have gone ahead and put them for sale in my Etsy shop as a file. Someone did ask me if I would sell her the cutouts, and I realized it took an hour to print off and cut on the Cameo 52 of each of these two colors, and that it's just not worth it to me, and then I have to charge too much, which makes it not worth it to you. So in my file, I have three PNG files, one whole sheet of that, one whole sheet of this, and one whole sheet of that, and that way you could print off just the colors you want. And I also have an SVG file and a Dot Studio 3 file. So all of that together in one purchase. So it's a digital download on Etsy. And I'll tell you what I'm thinking right now. I'm just thinking out loud, but I noticed it takes a lot of printer ink to print these off in these colors. So I'm thinking I might also try to just do what we call a colorless image of these, so that you can print them off on colored cardstock or even lightly colored, lightly patterned paper. And that way you can have a variety without burning through all your printer ink. Anyway, just a thought. I also have designed, before I even found these cards, I designed a Band-Aid, so I might want to tweak that and see if I can get that this size as well. And it doesn't have the words on it, but maybe I could put "Hope You Get Better" or something on it, and that would be a cute little file too. So I'll see what I can come up with and how I can tweak that. But in the meantime, I will give you the links to these and to these, which are in my shop, and while supplies last. So just a little thought here and what you can do with them, and also how you can even just carry some of these around in your purse like that one. So thank you so much for watching as I just kind of go through and think out loud with my ideas, and I hope you have a wonderful crafty day.